Hi, we're visiting our biography section now. You can see it's a nice large selection, and additionally we also have in the shop stacks of books where a biography might have escaped the bookshop and there might be a stack of one there. But in any case, I'll start here with just a few highlights. People that have purchased these books in the past. These are, in other words, favorites or ones that we recommend. Here is a biography, not biography, biography. This is a biography section. What am I talking about? Rashi by Elie Wiesel. It's a very different type of biography because Professor Elie Wiesel is actually related to Rashi, and he talks about the book of how it was his friend, how it got him through times. Was able to spend special moments with him, and that's how you get the feel in that particular book. Tzaddik in Our Time, story of Rabbi Aryeh Levin. The man is iconic, and this book has just been a popular seller for the last 30 years. Amazing, beautiful stories in here. It'll bring you to tears. As Long as I Live, also amazing story of a man who faced death and wrote about it, and it serves as a great inspiration, especially for people who are in troubled times. In the last few years, this was we had a run on this book. When this book came out, we couldn't have enough of them. Amuna with Love and Chicken Soup. This is the story of Rebbetzin Henny Machlis. If the name doesn't ring a bell, or it does ring a bell, she's famous for, and her home, her husband, her children, for bringing people in on Shabbat, every Shabbat, for years, for 20, 30 years, into her house, providing them with a great Shabbat experience in their home, hosting 30 to 100 people, probably closer to the 100 every Shabbat. This book here, the Rebbe, he needs no introduction. Amazing teachings and stories in here, short stories, as in Tzaddik in Our Time. Highly recommended. Rav Kook, we talked about it. We had a stack of these books in another part of the shop. I think we talked about this. We did, I'm sure. Yehuda won awards for this production of this book. And also Rav Kook. There's one here, An Angel Amongst Men. It tells about Rav Kook by stories in the community, and it has pictures, and basically you learn about Rav Kook through his actions in events that took place primarily in Jerusalem, and his interactions with other Gedolim. Just because it's right next to it, we have Menachem Begin or Daniel Gordis. Now we have another book, Elie Wiesel. This is biographical, and the sea is never full. And the sequel to this goes to 1969, and then from 1969, it's All Rivers Run to the Sea. Amazing. I don't want to use that word. I don't mean nothing, but that the stories in there will inspire you, and you'll learn a lot about Elie Wiesel that you didn't know. Simon Wiesenthal, a hero of the Jewish people, who relentlessly, immediately after the Shoah, dedicated his life to searching out, finding Nazis and bringing them to justice. He was actually, it was the year that Elie Wiesel won the Nobel Prize in 1986. There was discussion who was going to be nominated or close to represent that. It was either going to be Simon Wiesenthal or Wiesel. Elie Wiesel got the nod. Very important man. And one more book I think I want to recommend from this bookcase. This is actually a recommendation from my wife. This is one of my wife's favorite books in the shop. A voice called Stories of Jewish Heroism. I think we talked about this again before, but it's worth talking about it again. And you learn a lot about Israel and the history of Jewish people through these biographies. They're about 7-8 pages each, about 30 biographies. Ord Wingate, of course you have Theodore Herzl on that page. You have Hannes Senich, David Marcus, Elie Cohen, Israel's greatest spy, Natan Sharansky, I'm just naming a few, Yoni Netanyahu, Ilan Ramon, Roy Klein, the subject of his is subtitled Shema Yisrael and the Legacy of Rabbi Akiva. He's the one that jumped on the hand grenade. Gives me great chills as I'm reading this right now. Jumped on a hand grenade and saved his comrades. And then, of course, the person on the cover, who was a lone soldier, Michael Levin. Many people know about him, and he's on the cover of the book.